for being here. We really appreciate it. As Phyllis said, I'm president of the board of the Kidney Foundation, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that we have several members of the board that are here with us. If you would just wave your hand. And the reason I'm asking to do this because I wouldn't be here and many of our patients wouldn't be served in the way that they are if it wasn't for the fantastic board that we have at the Kidney Foundation. Phyllis, our executive director, Lynn is here with us, and this is such a wonderful opportunity to be in your presence and to have you here. But most importantly, I wanted to share with you before we provide this most prestigious ACE Award. I want to talk a little bit about why we are here. I heard Dr. Frog say that this morning, and he said, why are we here? And it really brought me back to center my thoughts in terms of our purpose and why we are here. So, and as we look at recognizing someone this morning for the work that they do, I think it's important for us to really revisit that question. Why are we here? Well, the Kidney Foundation has a purpose statement, and that purpose statement is threefold. It talks about the fact that we are here to educate, the community about renal disease and the impact that it has on people's lives. Our second reason that we exist is because we provide services and supports to those that we are serving all across Pennsylvania, 28 counties, thousands of people that we're working with each and every year. It's just phenomenal. And then also our third reason is to advocate, advocacy in relationship to kidney transplants so that there's more giving of life-needing organs in order that people wouldn't have to be as long on the waiting list. And I oftentimes tell the story of a friend that my daughter had who was suffering with kidney disease. And once he got that kidney, he used to come to his children's football games and he could barely stand. Many times he had to leave before he could even see his children finish a game because if he was so weak and he was tired, and et cetera. And you all know the story because you're serving patients every day and you know what they experience. So our third purpose is related to that, really making sure that people don't have to wait as long for a life-giving gift and that they can be restored. And this gentleman, once he got his kidney, it was like he was a different person. He was just renewed. And I like to think that as we talk this morning and before we offer this wonderful award and recognize people who are doing such a fantastic job, I just wanted to mention in terms of our purpose, when we think about our purpose and why we exist, I was also looking at our brochure and it talked about our values and tucked at the end of our values, integrity, stewardship, community, collaboration, and compassion. One of the things that gets me up every morning, I always tell people when I mentor some folks in terms of jobs and things of that nature, do a little bit of consulting in my retirement. And one of the things people say to me, should I take that job? Should I do this? Should I do that? And I always say to them, I never had a job in my life. I always enjoyed what I was doing so much that was part of me. And the reason why is because it was passion. So we can have purpose, we can have a purpose statement, but unless we align that purpose with passion, we won't get up in the morning excited to go to your job. And I said this to a young lady who was looking at a job opportunity. I said, ask yourself, will you wake up in the morning excited to get there every day? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, however long you'll be on that job. And that's why I always tell people I never had a job in my life. I've always had an opportunity because of purpose, but that purpose was aligned with passion. So when you think about it, that's what we are as a Kidney Foundation. And when I think about our board, and I'm not just saying this because many of them are here. I think Michelle, you're back there. She's going to be our president soon, our vice president of our board. But our board is so committed. And what stands out in them is passion. And the passion allows them to be committed for the long term. And when I think about those that we're serving, we're just excited to have some members of our patient family with us today for this conference. Let's also make sure we recognize them as well. We're so honored to have you with us. We are honored to have you with us. So we thank you for being with us today. But again, if you're looking at passion, Many times the motions that we go through are just motions. But when you align it with passion, it's motivation. It's motivation that keeps us coming back, keeps us on the job, keeps us caring. One of our major focus is on self-care. And we know how important that is in improving health and quality of life of our patients. And not only improving their health and their life, but also helping them, educating them to take action in terms of healthy behaviors that will keep them healthy so they can manage their disease. And it's not a disease when you're managing it. You're managing your life so that you can improve your life. So many times I don't like that word disease. But because what I think about it is things that happen. We have a human body and they get sick. But when we have something, a condition that we have to manage, when we put it in our own control and we add passion to it, then we have something really powerful. So when we think about, we said motion becomes motivation that keeps us going, keeps us working, keeps us caring and educating and helping others. When we have activities, we add passion to activities, and that becomes accomplishments. We're able to really do something instead of just walking in circles and doing humdrum things every day. We're able to accomplish things so people do get better. They're able to change their lives. They're able to improve the quality of their life. And lastly, when we think about our jobs and what we do, we have many things that make us efficient. I don't know what has to be more efficient than a hospital setting or a clinic or a dialysis center. We have all these things that we do to make us efficient and to make care efficient. But you add passion to efficiency and you have effectiveness. You have real results, real outcomes. So I want to encourage everyone here, doctors, social work, nurses, patients, family, all of us. We need to have passion. And with passion, we can do all things. We can do anything. And the work that we do, our purpose that we have, will be that much stronger because we'll be accomplishing things. We'll be changing lives. So let's recognize someone this morning. We want to recognize someone who has done a magnificent job, someone who's a role model for all of us. And I'm going to turn the floor over to Robin and to Kristy, who's going to provide the ACE Award. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. I said I don't want to go after her now after that great presentation. So, well, good to see everyone. I appreciate the opportunity to address the crowd and be part of the ACE Award presentation. Peggy Pierce was a founding member of the Kidney Foundation, and she actually created the Patient Family Partner Program, which kudos to Lynn Wright for keeping us on task with the pandemic and taking the training classes online. I would like to take a second and recognize the mentors that are here and thank you for your service. Can you guys give a wave? It's great to see you. Thanks again for all your efforts. Yes. If you're not familiar, in your green kidney bag, there's a pamphlet. Barbara, will you show that pamphlet?
Yes.
So take a look at it. If you have questions, see Lynn, see me, talk to one of the mentors. We encourage participation in the program.
Absolutely.
And Dr. Garamani, of course, we want to acknowledge you and your efforts in keeping the program alive for us today, carrying on the torch for Peggy. Thank you so much. Peggy also helped to create the ACE Award to recognize a renal professional who was compassionate and has made a positive impact on the renal community, who's made efforts to alleviate human suffering for people who are dealing with kidney disease. The nominations can be any discipline, and we encourage anyone to nominate someone from our 28 county service area. We do have some past award recipients in our midst. We have a dietitian, I think retired Barbara, if you want to give a wave, and a wonderful patient care technician, Eleni, if you want to wave, thank you. And we appreciate your work and past work since congratulations on the retirement. We have sent out emails from the Kidney Foundation of Central PA called like aceaward@gmail.com. Anybody in here get an email from the Kidney Foundation from the Gmail? A few handfuls, great. We would like to expand that for 2023. We want to encourage more nominations. So if you'd like your email added, you can give it to Phyllis, to Lynn, myself, or Kristy, and we'll make sure you get on that email chain so you can nominate someone for next year. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Kristy now.
All right. So our 2022 ACE has worked 10 plus years in nephrology, giving direct patient care. Their personal and professional characteristics include being dedicated, hardworking, professional, creative, and dependable. This person goes above and beyond by communicating well with the healthcare team, having a genuine compassion for patients, involving patients in decision-making, and advocating for all patient needs. This person also is a valuable asset to the healthcare team through spending time behind the scenes. We know many of us work in dialysis clinics in different places, and there's the direct patient care, and then there's the stuff that happens after everybody leaves. And there was lots of comments on the nomination form about that. And lastly, this person has also volunteered their time by participating in the annual Hardy Mark Kidney Walk and World Kidney Day events. At this time, I have the honor and pleasure of presenting the 2022 ACE Award to, drum roll please. All righty. Brittany Stewart, registered nurse at Fresenius Kidney Care, Newberry Commons. Congratulations.
I was not prepared. So thank you so much for this award. I love being a dialysis nurse. I love working with the same people, patients all the time. You get to know them well. That makes them easier to take care of. We just try to make it easier on them because dialysis is hard. It's very hard. So I just try my best to make it as easy as possible for them and to love coming to dialysis as much as they can. I'm really proud of this. That's all I got. Sorry. Thank you.